Hello there! The Sunbonnet Sue figure is a perennial old favorite for quilters. Today we'll give Sue new life with some fun quilting machine work and an easy technique for outlining applique figures. Gina Perks is showing us how to create beautiful geometric spirographic designs with our machines. And we'll see how work orders can save a quilting business money and give your customers more choices. So stay tuned! Linda's Long Arm Quilting is aired free to you by Gammill Quilting Systems Vision 2. Innovation taken to the next level. My stitch, my vision, my Gammill. If you've watched the show for a while, you know that one of my favorite tips to share with professional long arm quilters is to use work orders. They help you keep track of what you're doing, and they're great tools for communicating with your clients. What you may not know is that a work order, properly used, can save you money. Whenever you fill out your work order, make sure that you list the prices for materials and the prices for labor separately. This helps you in several ways. By breaking out materials, you are legally reselling them to your customers. This means that you can legally buy materials like batting and thread wholesale, and therefore are not required to pay sales tax on them. In some states, labor is not taxed, so listing your labor charge separately may reduce the sales tax that you charge customers and that you pay to the state. By listing the materials used on each work order, you can keep a close inventory of what you use and do a better job of restocking and ordering new materials. You can also note when higher cost specialty threads are used and make sure that you are charging appropriately. A good work order system will keep you organized, keep your customers informed of the choices they have, and save you money. Make sure your work orders are set up correctly. It really pays. I can't wait for you to see what I did on this Sunbonnet Sue today. I got so excited when I did this sashing. It's just delightful. I'm using the workstation on the back of the machine, and I've got the circle attachment on. And I want to show you how quick and easy you can do a circle. And I'm right in the corner set there on the machine. And I'm going to go down here and bring up my thread. I'm going to pull it back because I'm not going to stay leaned over that machine. And then I'm going to put this in automatic and just go right around this little circle like that. Then I will lift up the stylus and put it in the next size circle, and I'll go around it like that. Is that too cute? That is so cute. Then you could decorate in there. Now I'm going to move directly over here, and I'm going to put my needle down in the middle of a square, and I have right there on Sunbonnet Sue because I've already found the center and mark that. So I'm going to pull this over, just slide this down and secure this on the table like that. Now I'm going to make some circles around the square. So I'm going to come out, and you can see I've already done that on the previous row. So watch what happens when I cross this. I want to bring this out probably to the end of this. So I'm going to use this second largest square or circle here and just go around this with the machine. It's like a no-brainer here. So easily you go around. I went past the place where I started for just a little while just to secure my stitches for probably an inch or so. Then I'll come in the next size circle, turn on the machine, and go around. This is the second one. That's two. Bring it up, move into the next size circle, put that down, turn on the machine, go around. Can you see what is happening in that sashing? It's crossing over. And actually it makes an entirely different design, and we'll hold this up when we're finished, and so you'll be able to see how neat that looks on the quilt. And one more here, and that one is just close enough to that Sunbonnet Sue that is as far as I would want to go because we're just down at the bottom of her foot. So that's all we're going to do with our workstation. Now I'm going to go to the front of the machine and show you the rest of what I'm going to do on this Sunbonnet Sue. I love to combine the freehand with all of the other tools and equipment that we can use. I'm going to cut my threads here and get them out of the way. There we go. And I love what that did in the sashing, created an entirely different design. And I've never done that before, so I really enjoyed having fun doing a new thing. Now I'm going to show you how I like to go around applique, because you need to stay really close to this applique. Now my sister made this cute little quilt, and she did this with machine applique on her new sewing machine. And I'm going to just go down really close to that applique like that. And I'm going to take, this is what I call applique helper. And this is going to help me as my left hand can actually do all the guiding. I can see through it. And the other reason that I like this attachment is because it keeps my hand completely flat. Can you see that my left hand is completely flat? I'm not holding onto a handle. So I'm not going to go to bed with my hands cramped. And actually in the regulated mode, you can use two hands like this. And I know a lot of you out there perhaps are used to quilting like this with your hands, both of your hands down here like this, just going right around that applique. And I can slow down when I need to. I can speed up on the easy parts. Is that too easy? I love using that. Completely hooks your foot. So the next point is that you would go around all of that applique. Now you can also, I have gone around all the squares on this except for this one, and I wanted to show you that I would also stitch in the ditch. And notice that I'm not starting in a corner. I never start in a corner. I always start on the straight line if possible. And I'm staying on the down side because my thread is a light colored thread. So I want to make sure that I don't get into that green area. Stay on the light side. If you're going to air, then you certainly want to air in the color that you are in so that it doesn't get up on the other color. And if it gets up on there a stitch or two, my goodness, you know, we're not perfect. You could stop and pick it up or stop and redo it and then pick it out later if you need to. But the more you practice this stitch in the ditch, the better you're going to be at staying right in that ditch. And then I'll come right back up to where I started, like this, and go past where I started with the stitching. So I've double stitched that, so that's secured. And on the other side, when you turn that over, there won't be any knots. There won't be a big mess. There may be just a little extra color there for just about, you know, ½ an inch. So it's not a big deal. Now, of course, I'd want to decorate these Sunbonnet Sues, and you know, I could stipple and I could echo, and you see an awfully lot of that, which is great. But what I did was I just took this quilt right to my copy machine, and copy machines are so inexpensive now, you know, everybody can have one. And I took each Sunbonnet Sam and the Sunbonnet Sue, and then I took a picture of it on the copy machine, and then I just sat and drew a few little things like, you know, little clouds, and he's going fishing. He's got a fishing pole. These are very simple lines that I could quilt in. He's looking, you know, from the dock. He's got a firecracker in his hand. He's in the mountains. And then I did the same thing with Sunbonnet Sue, took a picture of her. Here she is at a quilt show. Here she is, you know, in a garden. I just took these ideas from a little simple color book. Here's a kind of a rainy day. She's got an umbrella I could quilt in there. So, you know, we could just choose one of these. Let's just choose this one of Sunbonnet Sue with her umbrella. That looks good, and it looks easy. All of these are easy. You don't want to pick, you know, something really complicated. So let's just see how we do this. And we can drag our thread from one area to the next area, as long as we're not going to cross that area again. So I'm going to make some dense clouds here, like that, and take some little security stitches there, 4 little stitches in a row at least, and then do some more clouds up here, like that. Come back over there to where I started, and then I'll move right across her hat here. I'm just following the picture that I drew. How easy is that? You know, sort of have a guide there. There, hopefully those clouds look like they're full of water. And then I made a ground, and you can see I just came across her little dress here, and that was the ground, and I put little grass here. And of course, if it's going to be rain, then I'm going to make some little flowers. And they're easy, you know, something in the middle and some petals around them like that. Come down and make some more leaves and more grass here like that. And then I came over here with some little puddles on the ground, and I'm going to do this as continuously as I can. Come around here, make some more puddles like that, and then of course over here and do some more little flowers on the other side. Probably the same kind of flowers, but hey, you could make a whole array of garden flowers, whatever you wanted to do there to make that look really pretty. And then we'll put this little umbrella in her hand. I have the little handle kind of coming over here like this, and I could fill it in with some thread painting like that, so that looks more like the handle. And then I'm coming down off of her like this, and just kind of the umbrella coming down, pointing down like this. And again, I would go over this, and I could change to a pretty blue here would be nice. So once I get the outline in with my thread, I'll probably come back and change to a blue or a pretty yellow to bring out that umbrella a little bit more, so you would really be able to see that. And so I can go back and really make each Sunbonnet Sue and little Sam come to life. And then one other thing that I did out in the corner set out here, because I didn't want to repeat the circle out here. So to fill that in, I simply did a patterned meandering, just back and forth like this in this area. And I think that really topped it off. That kind of gave it a, anytime you do that, you kind of give it a ray look, so it kind of brightens up the entire thing. And that sort of framed this entire area, which is all on point. And then in this area, I just did a meandering. And so maybe I've given you some ideas for Sunbonnet Sue. We've given her an extreme makeover, and let's just keep those ideas coming. Next time on Linda's Long Arm Quilting, we're quilting on a Four Sisters quilt pattern, where we'll do some interesting work with sashing and corner sets, as well as on the blocks. Pam Clark shows us her easy swag borders, as well as some freehand ideas. And we'll see how you can build your own design library. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it. See you next time. I've been teaching more than 20 years, and I believe that my left-handed students have had to conform to the right-handed world when it comes to long arm quilting. Stop! Not anymore. Now with the new Gammill Vision 2, left-handed quilters can easily customize the quilting machine to their own comfort and needs. My stitch, my vision, my Gammill.